Hello everyone. So today we are going to work on this RPG. So we can pick up the RPG like this, and by pressing 3 we can equip that and shoot it. So we have to put another bullet there before trying to shoot again. And as you can see here, when I shoot the bullet, the RPG grenade, it's no longer there. Only when I reload it will be attached again, and when I shoot it again, detach and go to whatever the direction I am aiming. So initially we will work on how to implement this RPG gun by creating a child blueprint from the BP gun. Then we will look into how to handle the special weapon attachment to the back of the character, and how to how to switch to the special weapon to other weapons. And then also we will look into how to implement the bullet or the RPG grenade which detached from the weapon as we shoot. Alright, so let's see how to do those things in this section. Alright, so here in the weapons pack under models I have the RPG object, the static mesh. So let me open it. And under animations, let's see what we have. Yeah, this is reload, shoot, and yeah, we have this bullet as a separate material, so when we shoot it we can just hide it. Right, so let's get started with creating the blueprint for this under gun. Just like before, I'll add a new gun type. Let's call it RPG, and let's inherit and create a child blueprint from the BP gun. Let's just call it RPG. I'm not going to use the gun prefix because I don't think that's a gun. Right, so as the mesh, let's use RPG. Okay, so this should be a gun category. This should be special, and the gun type RPG. And yeah, as always we need to assign these reloading animations and the character animations, so I will do that without off screen, without off the recording, because I have shown that step multiple times. Alright, so the animation montages are assigned. Now we need to create an animation blueprint for this. Mesh space reference pose, and we need to play montages, so in the default slot. Okay, now we can assign that animation blueprint to the gun mesh. RPG. Alright, Okay, now the next thing. So I said this is a special gun, special weapon, and we still haven't implemented a way to pick up a special weapon for the character. I think. Let me check. I think we do. Okay. So let's place. By the way, I have added a MP5 gun as well that the player can equip and shoot. Let me add another stand here and add a RPG. And we forgot one more thing. In the animation blueprint of the character, now we have that additional RPG slot here for both aiming animation and idle animation. So we need to use RPG idle aiming stand. Here. And RPG idle stand here. There will be mismatches in these animations. We will address those issues later on, but let's just implement the system for now. Right, now nothing happens. Let me remove this or turn around this NPC character. We don't need him now. Right. So how do we implement the pickup part? So here is the main gun blueprint, and under here I have implemented swap or pickup gun. Alright. So this is just the part where we get the notification. The actual pickup happens here. Yeah, actually we are when the interact button is pressed on the gun blueprint while we are in the interacting zone, so we just call this swap gun interface event. So here we have only implemented for the case that we already have a gun in that existing category, but in this case initially character don't have one, so this part will be executed, but I haven't implemented that part yet. Alright, so how should we implement it? Well, basically we can do the same thing for this part. So no, if we don't have one equipped, all we have to do is when we equip that gun, it should go back to the special or whatever the category in that weapon, the relevant weapon socket. So here we can call an attach to component on the new gun. And the parent can be selected this way, like this, from this section. Then this has to be snap to target. Right, that's it, I think. Okay, it's picked up. It doesn't really match. Actually, it's too big compared to the character, so when it is in the back it looks a bit odd. Also, it would be better if the ammo, if this end is pointing upward. Right, also we haven't still implemented a way to equip the special weapon. We can only switch between the primary weapon and the secondary weapon. Right, now let's look into the switching part. So for that we need another input. Primary weapon, secondary weapon, special weapon. As the key, I'm gonna assign number 3. We have 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, how do we implement that? This is swap gun. I think we should. We should collapse this. Okay, so similar to this one. And protection special weapon. Right, so here now, actually what I have done is I am switching weapons from here. I am switching from primary weapon to secondary weapon, here from secondary weapon to primary weapon. Now we need to change that a little bit because we have a third a special weapon as well. So instead of giving the from weapon actor like this, I think what we should do is, as for this from weapon actor, we should get the current weapon, and from this we can get category. No, not this one. And here we need a way to get the weapon category. We don't have a suitable function here, so I'll add one. Get category. Output should be gun category. Alright, now we can implement it. Get gun category. This should return the gun category. Right, now here we can call get category. Oh, wait a minute. Why do we need to get the category? We don't need that. We can directly use this weapon actor. Yeah, we don't need the category. So this should still work fine. Switch it. Let's see. Oh, no. What is that? Oh, here we are checking if the weapon is a weapon. That's the problem. And also, we are using two weapon actor. Actually, what we should have done is we should use the from weapon actor. That means this one should be replaced with the weapon. Right. Now it should be fine. Oh no, the weapon that is already in the hand is not going back for some reason. Yeah. See why? Alright, we are changing the weapon here and we are trying to do a smooth move using that existing from weapon. Right, so if I do that smooth move where before changing the weapon reference, it should be fine. That means here. Let's see. Yeah, still working. Shooting is also working. Okay, now we can get rid of this unnecessary from weapon actor input. Right, now we can use the switch weapon. And as the body socket, we can give special weapon socket. Oh wait, that socket that the weapon should be attached on the body should be decided based on the category of that weapon that we already have in the hand that we are going to switch with. So we can remove that part as well. Yeah, here we need to know the category of the gun. Right. So distance. No point having such a distance here. Get category from the existing weapon. Then based on this should be category. We can select the parent socket based on the gun category. If it is a primary, it should go to the primary. If it is special, it should go to the special. If it is secondary, it should go to the secondary. Like this. Okay, so that part is also working, so we can get rid of this body socket input now. Right, now let's try. Oh, we have an error. All right. Now we can finally test. Oh, switch weapon. Yeah, switching to special. Right, now when you try to switch, we need to check if this is a valid, if we have a valid weapon here. Otherwise we will get we can get errors. Okay, right, shall we test? Picked up. When I press 3, nothing happens. Alright, I think I know what's the issue is. So when we pick up the weapon, alright, we didn't add this newly added weapon into this guns map. So we have to do that. Here we need to get the category of this gun, and we have it here. Then we can add a reference of this gun, the newly added gun, under this category. Right, now switching should work. See, now I can switch. I can switch between my primary weapon to special weapon. So this works like a machine gun at the moment because I haven't customized any of the properties yet. Also, I didn't add the required sockets here. We need 3 sockets. The nozzle. And bullet out location, but here I'm not sure if we need that. Let's change the load total ammo count to 5, loaded ammo count 0, magazine capacity 1, not automatic. Okay. Okay, reload animations and other stuff works, but here still we need to work on the actually this is not how the RPGs are shooting, so we should see this bullet or this head of the RPG move away when we shoot with like a smoky trail and explode in the hit location. So we will do that part in the next episode, and I'm going to stop this episode right here. And also I'm going to change the sounds, muzzle flashes to suitable ones in the next episode. Also need to fix the location of the back where the rocket launcher is attached. And that's for watching. So as always, project files will be available for the download here in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below. And if you like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon club. See you in another episode. Goodbye.